Hey guys, I came to make this video because I have a really cool idea. So, you know how the Chaquetrix is very popular, right? And people want to translate those characters into other things. So, I was thinking, what about a video game? Now, this is an idea I've had for months that I want to do with my series, but because people care more about the fucking Chaquetrix, I just wanted to do it. And I hope you all love this. I worked really hard on this idea. Okay, so here's how it works. Chaquetrix gameplay will be fighting, but also other things. So here's how it works. There's gonna be a character select screen, and you can pick if you want to be a Chaquetrix wielder or an alien. You can pick to have skins, like you can have the look of Ben or yourself, and if you're an alien, then you'll just be forced to be in the body of the alien. You can't pick if you want to be yourself. So anyway, if you're in an empty server, you can only pick the Chaquetrix. You know, the person that uses the Chaquetrix. After that, then alien becomes available. Player that becomes the wielder of the Chaquetrix can't do much. They can walk around, punch, but that's really it. They have the Omnitrix and they can the Chaquetrix, and they can dial it up with R, Q and E to select, and T to transform. Well, not transform, summon. I keep forgetting this is in, the Omnitrix. So yeah. But because they're the only player, there aren't any options on the Chaquetrix. It's just empty. Now, if there's another player, they can pick if they want to be a Chaquetrix wielder or an alien. Now that there's another player and they have the Chaquetrix, you can pick the option for alien, and they can pick any alien they want. And whatever alien they want to be, they'll be teleported. Well, not teleport just yet. After they pick the alien they want to be, they can choose which Chaquetrix wielder they want to join in their watch. After that, they just go into a hub world with rooms, other activities, secrets. They just wait there until they get summoned out. Now the Chaquetrix wielder, they can check the watch and see what aliens they got. So imagine the person that picked the alien option, pick one of the aliens, pick something like Accelerate. Now when the Chaquetrix wielder dials the watch up, they'll see Accelerate. And I want this to be different. The Chaquetrix wielder can't be sent into the watch as a safe place. No. They summon the other player out, and they can either explore, fight other players, or just interact. Now, if you're wondering, wait, so if the Chaquetrix wielder is by himself and every other player picks an alien, how can they interact with them? Can't they just pick one at a time? Yeah, they'll only be able to pick one at a time. But I want to give them a neat gimmick where their bodies fall asleep and they'll go into the watch in a digitized state, like a hologram. But their real bodies are still there, and they can take damage. And if they die, die, they'll be kicked out of the holographic state and just respawn normally. The reason I did that is that it's because I want the players to, have a challenge. Find a good place to hide. That's the point of exploration. And I wanted to make this even more interesting. The player, when they summon out an alien, they won't have a time limit. They'll have a battery. So if the player that they summon out doesn't want to do anything, they can bring them back into the watch and then summon another one. And the aliens can't decide if they want to go out or go back into the watch. Only the person that wields the Chaquetrix can do that. Or if they run out of battery. Which is pretty funny. Imagine, like, you get sent out, you get to run around for a little bit, and then suddenly you just get taken back into the watch because the Chaquetrix wielder just really doesn't want you to have fun. In the watch, the aliens can't fight each other. It's only if they're sent out of the watch where they can fight other players. Now, it's time for the aliens themselves. They'll all have different, play styles. Heat Blast will have a first-person shooter gameplay, since they shoot fire. Like fire tornadoes, fire blast, fly around. But I want to make it so they can only fly around for a little bit. Accelerate, their gameplay will be similar to Sonic Frontiers. They have speed, they can do quick attacks, but because they're too fast, I want to give them a drawback. Like, if they do the more times they do attacks with super speed, the more they get, their exhaustion goes up, and they need to cool down with not running around so fast or just not attacking at all. Like, they have to stay away. And if they keep running away, their exhaustion level rises up, making them more tired. And if they get fully exhausted, they start breathing. They start getting tired, and they try to take a breather, which the other player can use to attack them. And another thing, Accelerate, they can't get exhausted from basically running around. They can only get exhausted if they start attacking. When they start attacking and they run around, that's when the exhaustion level rises up. But if they don't attack, then it doesn't rise up. And the Accelerate player can carry the Chaquetrix wielder around anywhere. So they're like a transportation alien, which makes it really fun. Just have fun exploring with the aliens. Next alien, Wild Mud. I want to make it similar to the Alien vs. Predator gameplay, where it's first person, they can scale on walls, and their vision will be black and green, so it'll be difficult to see, but the other players will be red for them, and they can see footprints from them, which makes it even more fun, because interacting as that alien. Now, when they're in the watch, aliens that go first person will be in third person. So, to not have it be annoying. To always be in first person, not look at yourself. And yeah, that's the basic idea of how I want its gameplay to be. I also wanted to do swipes, bites, shoot quills out, and another thing with Accelerate, they can do speed kicks, tornadoes, that kind of stuff. Now, some characters will have very similar gameplays. And I wanna make it similar to another fighting game, Soul Shatters. Ones that will have just basic Soul Shatters gameplay will be Forearms, Diamond Head, and Ghost Free. Another one that will have basic Soul Shatters gameplay will be Upgrade, but they can change it. Kinda. Upgrade can shoot lasers, turn the slime, slam the enemies down to the ground. They can't do anything else. But if they go near any piece of technology or mechanical, they can merge with it and become an entirely new character with their own playstyle. Well, not playstyle, their own abilities. They'll still have the basic Soul Shatters gameplay. Stingfly and Ripjaws, they're also traversal aliens. Ripjaws can take you into underwater areas, which they can carry the player around, which they'll have to hold their breath and hurry back into the surface before they drown. And Stingfly can carry the player around in the sky, and there is fall damage. I want to make it even more fun. Just funny. Imagine you're riding around on your Stingfly and then they get transported back because the battery ran out, and then you just fall to your death. Gray Matter, they can do any combat. They don't have any combat at all. The only thing they can do is explore and collect materials, and when they get sent back into the watch, they can craft weapons and other things, like a respirator for Ripjaws to explore on land. Ripjaws and Stingfly, they can kind of fight, but it isn't really effective. It's mostly just stuns. And Greymar can make like a blaster or something. Give it to the Chaquetrix wielder, or so they can use it themselves. Now, am I missing someone? No, that's really just it. That's my idea for a Chaquetrix video game. But there are a few things, like one, there's other characters that you can become in the character select screen, like Charmcaster, Kevin, or Vilgax. Also, Upgrade can be a transportation alien when they merge with a car. They're the only ones that can carry other players and not just the Chaquetrix wielder. Accelerate, Stingfly, and Ripjaws can't do that. I will give updates for more aliens and more characters that can be added, like Alien Force Ben and his aliens, because he'll be a separate character.